fix my shawl now and my hair, and I love you guys. I'm so glad you're all here, and thank you to my family, my friends, all of you. I'm just so happy to be here, and I thank the Oklahoma Hall of Fame for choosing me to be inducted. I am so proud to be an Oklahoman, and this means so much to me. I would like to thank Carrie Underwood for the mantra that I say, whether I'm getting on a plane or standing backstage ready to go speak. Jesus, take the wheel. I was seriously back there saying, Jesus, take the wheel, Jesus, take the wheel. So I use it all the time. I grew up in Bartlesville, and I had a really great childhood, but in my head it was always a given that Bartlesville was way too small for me. The population was a scant, I'm getting rid of this, I'm sorry. Thank you. The population was a scant 35,000, a teeny town as far as I was concerned, and I couldn't wait to get out of there and live the life that I was meant to live. So I headed to Los Angeles to attend USC. Finally, Los Angeles. Now that was big enough for me. After working in LA after college, I took a pit stop back home in Bartlesville. My destination was ultimately Chicago, but I never made it there because a Wrangler-wearing cowboy forced me to fall hopelessly in love with him. And before I knew it, I was living on a little house on the prairie west of Pawhuska, a town of 3,500, by the way. That's what I get for thinking Bartlesville was way too small for me, so be careful. Be careful what you say. The transition was definitely not smooth. There were skunks under the house, bobcats in the trash, mice in the walls, snakes everywhere. Tim Drummond is laughing. Thank you, Tim. There were cows in my flower beds, horses staring in my window at night. I grew up reading true crime novels, and I was convinced there was a serial killer outside of our very rural house, and usually it was just a horse, just looking in my window. There was also a lot of manure on my porch. I think if I ever write a biography at the end of my life, I'm going to name it Manure on My Porch by Ree Drummond. Go up, teleprompter. Thank you. Wait, stop. Don't leave me. I can do some of this, but not all of it. So anyway, what I'm saying is my life west of Pawhuska was a far cry from what I had ever pictured for myself. But the truth is, 22 years later, I cannot imagine having lived anywhere else. In my youth, I never thought of Oklahoma as my final destination, not in a million years. But I'm completely convinced that nothing I've managed to accomplish would have happened if I'd stayed in California or blazed off to Chicago. For one thing, I wouldn't have Lad. Jesus, take the wheel. And Lad really has been my strong, silent partner in encouraging me in my career, even before either of us knew it was a career. He won't take credit for anything, ever. But I always tell Lad that I've gotten all my good ideas from him, and occasionally from the lawnmower. If you ever have a mental block, just get on a riding lawnmower for a few hours. But for another, Oklahoma just seemed to awaken a creative side that I never knew I had, and a spirit I never knew I had. Not that everybody has to live in Oklahoma to be able to realize their true self, but I had to. I know that. There's something about our state, the wild beauty and the pace, the space. Oklahoma gives me strength, and it's just where my soul belongs. I know that sounds cheesy, but it's true. It's the place I met my husband. It's the place I raised. Oh, God. Dang it. Place I raised my babies, 3 of whom are here. And God willing and the creek don't rise, it'll be my home forever. Thank you all so much. Thank you.